Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. I am out here doing a recon on an area I think I might want to turn into a bushcraft camp. But I want to see. It rained all night last night. You can see water came through here and moved the leaves out of the way. And so I'm trying to make sure that the area I pick is okay in a deluge, you know. I don't want to build a bushcraft camp, then have it rain and figure out I'm in a flood zone. This is where I was thinking about building it. It looks okay over here. Not over here so much. Got to work with TJ the Bear Independent yesterday in our venture prosperity.com with a client that sees the writing on the wall and is moving from the East Coast to the Ozarks. Go figure. A person of faith. And on the way there and the way back, we got to talking. And it just kind of bums me out. I won't speak for TJ, but I think it probably does him too. The people who just don't get it. You can't save everyone, PJ. I know. You know what though? I'm concerned about saving y'all. About using the right words, the right motivational techniques, the right video content to get you to take the possibility that everything may fall apart. Take that seriously. And take steps now to be ready for that. And I'm not talking about buying your cool little survival kit and your cool little bushcrafting knife. And I'm talking about real steps. Come here, dog. What you doing? Hello up there. Hello up there. Isn't this cool? Some people are getting it, and I'm happy. And again, I don't think the Ozarks is the only place, not to come out of her, my people, the only place to establish a refuge. And I say refuge as opposed to bug out location. Those of you who live in suburbia, those of you who are surrounded by people, you need to move. You need to move. There's good jobs that you can get to where you live in a very rural area like this. And you can still commute to your really good job. The Ozarks is one such place. Can't save everybody. In the news, rumors. One of my Shofarians is pretty switched on to the rumor mill. And he told me the other day, so do you think G Academy Blackwater is going to take over for us in Syria and Afghanistan? I don't remember what I said at the time, but I've done more reading since then. It's certainly an internet rumor. I think it's only at the stage of rumor right now. But I think it's a possibility. I don't care. I don't. Why should I care? What does that have to do with this? Nothing. Those are all pure volunteers, right? They know what they're signing up for if they go. What kind of country outsources its military? The kind of country that evolves from what used to be real nation states. There are no more nation states. There is only the big corporations and things like that, and they use nation states and boundaries to control people mentally. I'm an American, proud to be an American, and I am proud to be an American. I know I'm both sides of the coin there. But the reality is, this world is changing. It's changing. And those who get ready, who prepare for the change that's coming, are going to do so much better than those who don't. The world as we know it is going to go away. Society as we know it's going to change, but it's not going to change in the way a lot of people fantasize about. You know, I think a lot of people fantasize that the government that tells you what you can and can't do every day, and I don't like it, man, that they're just going to go away. It's going to be pure anarchy bliss. It's not. There's always people in charge. The people in charge try to stay in charge. People in charge now have power and money and resources that they are dedicating towards making sure they stay in control. So you've got money and power and resources to one degree or another. What are you doing with them to ensure that you're okay when chaos comes? And you got to think long term, people. This is pretty dry. I'm not talking about a Katrina-esque kind of thing. You know, a month or two. I'm talking long term. What's your plans? And a lot of people throw up their hands hopelessly and they go, there's nothing I can do. I don't have $1 million. I have to feed my family. Boo, boo, boo. I'll just die, I guess. Yeah, you probably will. There's all kinds of things you can do. My neighbor is poor. Poor. By any stretch of the imagination. By any standard of American society. Poor. And he owns some land that he got a long time ago. And on that land, he raises cattle. Now, they are not beautiful, all black Angus, all Brahman. See, I was thinking this would make a good shelter. I know I'm going off course, but I'm also doing a recon, right, for my bushcraft camp. But it's really wet right there. They're a mixed grouping of cattle. Grows a huge garden every year. Knows how to scrounge everything in the county. He's going to do okay. He's going to do okay. He's doing okay now. He's going to be doing better than okay relative to everybody else when the balloon goes up. Most of you all on this channel could buy and sell this guy. You could buy his beat up single wide, buy his land, and take over his lifestyle. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to live like that. See, and that's what's going to get you. Everybody's chasing the almighty dollar and the shiny silver things. Can you see the stream that was made through the grass? We're gonna follow that. Let's see, all through there. Everybody's chasing all the worldly things. Their mind is on the world. TJ has a phrase, he may have just done a video on it. And I'm gonna steal the concept, I don't remember the words. But the concept I use is a two-pronged effort, and he came up with a three-pronged effort for something. Legacy, blah, blah. But we were talking about it. But the bottom line is this: you have to prepare on multiple axes. You have to prepare like you're gonna live to be 120 years old and have great-great-grandkids. And the world as we know it will go on in some form. So you gotta have a plan for that. At the same token, by the same token, you have to have a plan for while I'm making this video, while you're watching this video, the world as you know it ended. You gotta be ready for both, not exclusively one or the other. And I think the third thing that TJ adds is you need to leave something for your kids and grandkids. I think that's it, you know. Your long-term, your short-term emergency that becomes long-term, and legacy. So you gotta kind of plan on three axes. You can do it. I only ever made really good money at one point in my life. Most of the time I was in the military, and I made okay money, but not great money. But you know, it's okay. And then I went to work for the government. That's okay money. But if you have anything on the ball as a person, you can make a lot more money than you can working for the government. And I found that out. It was like an epiphany to me. Oh! And so I did that for a while until I decided, and here's a concept you can put in your pipe and smoke. How much is enough? How much money is enough? I did a video a long time ago when I was making really good money called Going Galt. I was kind of depressed. It's a third world country in a nice hotel, doing things, getting paid ridiculous money to do it. And it just struck me, I don't like being away from my family. I don't like being off the land, and I've made enough money to do the things I feel I have to do, not the things I want to do. I mean, come on, guys. Just like you, I could spend $1 million in the next month. I could spend $40 million fairly rapidly. So should I go pursue $40 million? Should I go seek out the opportunities that will allow me, and I'm not talking lottery, you know, business opportunities and things like that that'll allow me to make $1 bazillion? Yeah. I'm doing a business right now with TJ because I enjoy doing it. And yeah, I want to make $1 bazillion. That's always a goal, right? In that case, and I know you're thinking, wait a minute, you just said you don't care about that. But I'm only willing to do the things that I want to do at this point. Because when is enough enough? I'm in a different position of life than a lot of people. I don't have children that I'm raising. But you know, now that I've become a grandfather, I have a different perspective on things. And so yeah, I don't raise my children, but those of you with adult children know they're still your kids. You still care about them. And now I care about my grandkids. And I care about the Shofarians. And believe it or not, I care about a circle or three beyond the Shofarians. That includes you. So you have to work. And if you're in the, you know, the age where you've got children at home, you have to bring in, well, you have to provide shelter, food, clothing, security, one way or another. You have to do that. I do not recommend at all being on the government dole. And so you have to do that. But again, it comes to what's enough. Do you need to buy Brittany a new Mercedes to go to college in? College that you're paying for? Do you need to get your 10-year-old her own iPhone and Vans or whatever the cool shoes are now that people wear? You know, the whatever clothing brand is important to children right now. Do you need to do that? And don't misunderstand me. If you can do that, there's nothing wrong with providing for your kids. You know, heck, spoil your kids. What father doesn't like to give his children good gifts, right? But my point is, what are you trading for the ability to do that? If you were able to walk with your kids around this when you get off work, if you were able to significantly improve your survival quotient for you and everyone you care about, and still have the job that allows you to buy Ashley, you know, the Saab Turbo, cool. That's cool. But if not, if you're living in suburbia, working 60, 70 hours a week in the grind so that you can provide for your family, when you could move to the countryside, live on 5, 10, 20 acres in a farmhouse, and do a job 30, 40 hours a week that provides food and pays for the house and utilities and things like that, which one of those two people is really better off? I'm not anti making lots of money. I'm not anti having lots of money. I'm anti selling your soul to pursue shiny, useless things. Y'all need to come out of her, my people. There's a time coming, I won't be making videos. Nobody will. You won't be watching YouTube or TV or anything else. You won't be listening to a radio or whatever. If you do, it'll all be pure propaganda. Or not. Or you'll live to be 120 and you'll have your flying car and instant food, and I don't see it going that way. I do not see it going that way. All right, I'm in the wind zone. Goats are all over. What are you willing to give up to be prepared for you and yours? What are you willing to invest? What are you willing to do to get ready? Want to know the answer? Right now, you're willing to do what you're doing right now. And that's about it. Turn your dreams into reality. That's my advice for today. I care about y'all. I worry about y'all. Come out of her, my people. I'll see you out there.